It really is my honor to be here tonight. As you know, I lead the melanoma program at the Abramson Cancer Center at Penn. But really, it's my honor and privilege to have been Tara's medical oncologist, and I can actually say oncologist to people in this room. So it's really a special night to be here. It's a hard night. We're celebrating, but it's also Tara spoke so beautifully here last year, and we really wanted her to be here this year. So this is still really hard, but it's an amazing tribute to Tara, this legacy, and this amazing family. I think most of you know or knew Tara, but not everybody in this room, which is really, I think, remarkable, that people have joined to support the Tara Miller Foundation, even though you didn't know her. So I just want to briefly say that she was inspiring, and that's a word that I think people frequently use. She was extraordinary. And how she faced her melanoma just so courageously. She had a really difficult course with her melanoma. It was this very innocuous thing on her scalp. No one thought a big deal about it. It was cut out. Everything's going to be fine. A little recurrence, and then surgery, and then it was really difficult. As she talked about, she had multiple brain surgeries because the brain was where her melanoma tended to occur, and it was really, really difficult. She underwent many, many treatments, and each time she raised all of us. She was incredibly knowledgeable about her disease, as was her family, and she always asked, what's the next thing? What's the next clinical trial? And they did look all over the world, and I think she got some of the newest cutting-edge therapy. But as we'll talk about, it's not enough. She did have the new targeted therapies. She did have the brand new immunotherapies, and it just wasn't sufficient. So part of what tonight is about, and what Tara wanted us to do, was to find a cure for melanoma and make sure that no one ever went through what she went through again. That's what tonight is about. And your generosity in coming out is really remarkable. When I see this room filled with people, we're just all astonished at what you've created. Tara was loving and generous and smart and incredibly funny. But more than honoring what a beautiful soul she was very clear about what we're supposed to be doing now. Yes, she was clear that we should live life and there should be joy and laughter, and she really tried to take care of everybody so that would occur. But she was also very clear with her foundation and her legacy that we were to fight hard, and we were to raise money, and we were to find a cure. So last year, this amazing community raised $330,000, which was amazing. And I want to tell you what your money did. So it is true that all of the money goes to fight melanoma and to support research. So two things. It supported two young women scientists and physicians. One, Dr. Thara Gandhar, is an incredible medical oncologist. She's the next generation. And the other is Dr. Ashi Ranatra. She's a basic scientist at the Wistar Institute. These are incredible, young, passionate, bright women who I think are such a great tribute to Tara. One is trying to find new therapies with immunotherapy and combining new approaches, and the other is looking at what is driving melanoma cells to grow. And Ashi is finding new targets in melanoma that's going to lead to new therapies. So I think it would be great if we had them speak here next year, and you could really see the impact of supporting young scientist career and the next generation. So part of the funds went to support two really amazing young investigators. And the other part of the funds have been used to support two very important research projects. One is this idea of combining immunotherapy with radiation therapy. We call it RADVAX. So we're trying to trick the immune system in a unique way to make it more powerfully recognize the immune system. So the funds have gone to support a clinical trial, which important to understand is that when you provide funds for a new project, it allows us to compete for new and more grants. And so this seed that was funded through your funds went on to be supported by a Melanoma Research Association, other grants, so for RADVAX. So that's the power of this, the impact of your dollars, is that it is the seed money for new ideas that allows us to apply for grants to do greater and better work. The second important basic research that you supported was to try to take this new CAR T-cell technology to melanoma. So many of you have heard this amazing story of modifying T cells, and they've been used to treat young patients with leukemia and now adults with leukemia. We want to take this same strategy into melanoma. It's a really different way of thinking about how to tweak the immune system. And again, seed money to Dr. Vonderheid and Dr. Carl June allowed us to apply for a big SPORE grant, which is from the National Cancer Institute, which will fully fund that project. But this just shows you the amazing impact of your work and your generosity to support new investigators and to support cutting-edge research. So know that it's really making a difference, and I think that's what Tara would really want to know, that what she created and what this foundation is creating is momentum to get to better and better therapies for melanoma. Now, as I was preparing for tonight, I found a quote which I thought was helpful in thinking about legacy. And this was something actually that Ray Bradbury wrote, and it says, "Everyone must leave something behind when she dies. Something your hand touched, some way, so that your soul has somewhere to go when you die. Doesn't matter what you do, as long as you change something from the way it was before and touched into something that is like you after your hands take it away." And I think you can see that tonight, Tara shaped what the Tara Miller Foundation should be. And now with her guiding hand, she really continues to influence us and steer us and inspire us every day. I said at her funeral celebration that she expects big things from all of us. She expects us to raise the dollars and that she was going to be watching us. I said that at the funeral and that it would be known. And I don't know if all of you have seen this picture, but if you could put up this picture behind me. Is it behind me? There it is. Okay, this was last Tuesday, okay? If you didn't get the message before, you have the message now. Okay, she's serious. So tonight, you better beware. And I understand that when George Kisby died, electricity went out in Linwood, okay? These people are serious, they want action, and they want us to find a cure. So tonight, as we continue the silent auction and the live auction, know that you're making such a difference and you're carrying on Tara's amazing legacy. And I just want to end by saying to the Miller family, and to Debbie and George and Lauren and Christy, you are just an amazing, loving family. And I think how did Tara, and you have such an impact on all of us that we have gathered here tonight. And I can't thank you enough for what you've created, for the amazing sister and daughter that you had. What an impact. And I can just tell you, I just feel my life is so enriched by knowing all of you, and our continued contact and communication is so important to me. So I think we all want to thank the Miller family for what you've done. Now you should stand up.